warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, saya Kemal Fikri dan anggota saya Fakri Arsad dan Wahyu Novenda Fadri. Kami dari kelompok 1 akan mempresentasikan hasil diskusi kami. Baiklah, saya akan membacakan hasil diskusi kami. Preliminary welding is the connection of iron by burning. In technical reference, there are several definitions of welding, which are as follows based on definition of Dutch industry Norman. In Harrison et al. Defines that welding is a metallurgical both at the joint of metal alloys. Objectives and benefits. To find out what are the obstacles in the welding process, the student can class properly and correctly, so that student know the safety tool in the welding process, so that student know the tool and the electric pedestal. Definition of electric welding. 1. Electric arc welding. Generally clad electric welding is a method of connection metal by means of an electric arc directed at the metal surface to be joined in the part affected by the electric arc while it. The molten metal from the electrode and part of the object to be joined is mixed and filled. The gap between the two metal to be joined, the solidifies and the two metal are connection. Electric arc welding machine can deliver a low enough electric current but with a safe voltage less than 45 volt. Electrical welding practice safety equipment PPI. 1. Welding workwear. 2. Welding glove. 3. Safety shoes. 4. Welding helmet. 5. Welding mask. 6. Apron chest.
Safety on yourself. Wear a protection when welding. Use a case apron, safe apron, and gloves to avoid the heat. Turn on the air hand fan when welding so that air can circulate. And welding fumes quickly come out. Wear safety shoes. Tie your hair if you have long hair or wear a head covering. Use a nose cover so that toxic fumes are not inhaled. Wash your hand after or afterward. Safety in welding tools and workshop. Fold the apron and gloves and arrange them on top of the tool cabinet. Place an arm tool in the tool cabinet. Turn off the welding machine when not in use. Clean stone tool and welding machines after usage. Welding type. Welding type, it is a spot welding in which two objects are spiced with two electrodes that are tipped. So the connection process is not continuous but in the form of point according to the location being welded. The application is usually for thin places in the automotive or body frames. Same welding, which is similar to spot welding. What distinguishes this welding is connection or longitudinal connection. Welding function. Welding function of welding is to obtain a metal connection strength that exceeds the mechanical properties of the parent metal. Actually, the function of welding can also be to cut the surface of the material so that it has a higher hardness value with the aim of being resistant to friction or abrasives.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Fakri Arsyad. Dari kelompok 1 saya akan mempresentasikan slide 12 sampai 15. Oke. Saya mulai. Welding type, flux core welding type. Flux core ice welding is type of welding with two types of protection. Normally, flux inside the welding wire and additional gas shielding, which can be CO2 gas mixed with argon. Next, gas metal X welding is an electric arc welding that uses a gas shield. This type of welding is divided into two. Normally, metal insert gas and metal activity gas. For mixed gases are used as protection. Normally, argon, helium, and a mixture of both will form CO gas is used. Friction stir welding. The system works to plates are represent the part that are connected will be worn with a tool that is rotate by the milling matches, so touch friction occurs and heat erosion, which melt the material so that the fall occurs. Next, welding type. Welding type is a spot welding in which two objects are pressed with two electrodes that are typed, so the connection progress is not continuous about in the form of point according to the location being welded. The application is usually for the latest in the automotive or body frames. Seam welding, which is similar to spot welding with this Tugas. This welding is continuous of longitudinal connection. Welding function. The function of welding is to obtain a metal connection strength that exceeds the mechanical properties of the metal. Actually, the function of welding can also be to coat the surface of the material so that it is a harness value with the aim of being resistant to friction or abrasive. Welding process. Number 1. Precise welding. Precise welding is a welding process in which the material is heated and then frozen until the two materials are joined together. Number 2. Liquid welding. Liquid welding is a welding process that is carried out by heating the part to be joined until they melt with a heat result from electrical energy or from gas combustion, actually using added material or without using added material. Number 3. Soldering. Brazing is a way of connection to metal with a heat source by using added material is that have a lower melting point. In this soldering process, the foreign metal does not melt. Will the soldering only the added material silver metal is melted after the base metal does not, because it has a higher melting temperature. Sekian dari saya ucapkan itulah presentasi saya hari ini. Saya ucapkan terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.